Again, Sh0ck has now finally sent a very clear message to Similar Fubara ahead of APC primary and ahead of 2027 bid. Remember, Sh0ck held a press conference recently and he made statements regarding that he has not endorsed any candidate for governorship. But rumor have it that he is trying to file up his ally, being the former commissioner for works during his administration, being Kelly, as you could see on your screen. Now, Kelly has bought the APC nomination form for governorship seat in Rivers State. This was utterly notified and clearly stated by Sh0ck. I'm going to be showing you what he stated and the exact message he has sent to Similar Fubara, telling him that he is clever by half, that he should keep to the agreement, else he knows fully well that they are not working together. These were the statements of Sh0ck recently in the press conference when he was asked that what is your acknowledgement regarding your, the person you brought into seat as governor in Rivers State and all of that. And Sh0ck stated that everyone knows fully well that he's not working with Similar Fubara and he has not endorsed anyone, that since his political coalition of the APC and PDP, making it a rainbow coalition, they have someone they are going to fight. And when he was asked who is that person, he stated that they should calm down, that he is going to come out playing to make it when the appropriate time comes. This is extremely telling you that the Rivers State politicking is becoming very much interesting. As if that is not enough, I'm going to be showing you all what he stated and regarding Similar Fubara's plight at this point in time. But before I do that, listen attentively to what Sh0ck stated regarding this Kelly that is being fired up on the APC nomination form. Listen attentively to what he stated regarding it, and also listen attentively to Bode George, who came out and made a lot of statements regarding Sh0ck, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu should even call him to order and all of that. Watch, and when we come back, we'll continue.
Informs you this. And that's why I say, leave this. I hear. Just Kelly brought out his form. So you can see that. Where did you see it in that form?
So in other words, are you saying
no, it's not what I'm saying. Where did you see? And that's what I've always told you. We must go for what we call investigative journalism. I have told you here now that Judge Kelly told his own form. Right? It's not secret.
Are you
on the platform of APC? You are going to announce something on the platform of APC. That's what I said. Okay. And I've never told anybody. We work as a team. What's your man? Who's my woman? Who's my woman? Not in that sense. I don't know. I don't mean it in that sense. What I meant is that it's your person. So what I'm telling you, said that you collected form. It's your supporter. Where did you get that information from? I told you that before. Shinda has not collected form. Wait, Shinda has not collected form. You should tell me. I don't know. Okay. But let me also tell you. Okay. Let me ask here. I have told you here that previous contesting the election. Did I say it here? I said that in my state, we're going to contest governor. I said so here. But why is Alaba going to the...
You know, my dear, the point is this. You can only force a horse to the brook. You cannot force that horse to drink. You understand? It is in their own purview to accept that there is a political party with a program, with a statute, with procedures. And if they fail to want to abide, that's what I call them, agent provocateurs. If that is what they want to do, they cannot stand with the party. A man who says you won't listen. First, you remember the Court of Appeal in Ibadan that said we should go and hold a meeting and see how we can resolve our internal problem. They refused to turn up. Now they have gone to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has said all those three that were members of the working committee remain suspended. So would you not accept the ruling of the highest body? If you want to be a good politician, I will refer him. Fortunately, he's a lawyer. There is a Magna Carta Charter that was established in 1215 in England here, which states that even the King of England cannot be above the law. So nobody can be above the law. And being a lawyer, I don't know which school of law he went, but as an engineer, I know for real that I read, because I studied history too. The Magna Carta Charter says it all. So if he says he doesn't want to do this and that, I will advise. I will send my advice to the president that he pretends to be working for him. There is more of what they call a political undertaker and an agent provocateur. You don't need this in this country, for God's sake. And it will not only be him. If he is able to destabilize the country, the fault will be on the president, because he's not the president. A man who says he's a member of our party has appointed somebody now, nominated somebody to be the governorship candidate for APC in Rivers, and is also nominating somebody to be PDP governorship candidate. What kind of thing is this? I had never seen anything like this. Somebody needs to talk to him, and the only man who can caution him is the president. We do not want a repeat of what happened in 1962 in Western region, because you can only know the beginning of crisis. How it will end, you cannot know. So it's high time they told him to shit his salt and belt up. Enough of this shenanigan. Nigeria doesn't deserve it. Come and see our people here performing well, doing well, and doing that. So why would one man? Supreme Court is giving an order, you are saying something else and all this. What is this? What is this?
Welcome back. Having seen exactly what Bode George has stated, this clearly tells you that Bode George is trying to tell Sh0ck plainly that he is just a politician. He is not a mini god that a lot of persons should be scared of, because the political space is becoming more and more tensed based on Sh0ck. Over there in the PDP, there are internal crises, and here also in the Rivers State politicking, it is becoming more and more interesting. Case stated, as you could see on your screen, I have not endorsed anyone for Rivers governorship. We are not working with Fubara, Sh0ck. Wike accused the governor of running on an agreement reached with members of the Rivers State House of Assembly before President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, an agreement he said prevented Fubara's impeachment. Sh0ck did not just end there. Further to state to Similaye Fubara as a message to him that you haven't submitted budget but busy running for second term. That is exactly the message Sh0ck sent to Similaye Fubara regarding his bid to contest. Now, look at the extent of this particular word Sh0ck used, that he is not working with Similaye Fubara, entirely telling all the political analysts and that his camp, the coalition of the PDP and APC, are not working with Similaye Fubara, that Similaye Fubara is on his own as a matter of fact and urgency. It drives down to the political space that is being intense. Remember, the APC has given their criterion that every first-time governor should return back to finish their 8 years. Now, Similaye Fubara is in the ruling party, being the APC. Sh0ck, on the other hand, is in the PDP, but he's dining and whining with the APC, and he's standing firm to state it clearly that Similaye Fubara will not come back come 2027. So many persons are stating, Sh0ck, are you the only one that is going to determine who will be the governor in Rivers State and who is not going to win? Moreover, this same person you are filing out, remember, rumor has it that if Similaye Fubara, if peradventure, assuming do not conceding, this Kelly, being the former commissioner of works during the time of Sh0ck, defeats Similaye Fubara, then they will move with Kelly. But if Similaye Fubara defeats the Kelly, then Okechichinda will pick a form from the PDP to dig it out with Similaye Fubara. So Sh0wck's camp is making and fighting toothlessly, and they are making sure they want Similaye Fubara to leave the office either through the PDP and through the APC. What is now the issue? And in clear terms, in the previous video, he stated clearly that this is the agreement we had with him. He said he doesn't want any issue when there were crises, and on that very day of the meeting we had with Bola Ahmed Tinubu being the president, Similaye Fubara stated that he is no longer interested. They stated and told him, okay, we are going to withdraw the impeachment from the House of Assembly. Meanwhile, after your 4 years, return. Now, according to Sh0ck, he stated that Similaye Fubara nicomodonously is trying to get a form for the re-election bid through the stakeholders that went to purchase the form for him. Are you seeing exactly what is happening? Now, on the part of Similaye Fubara, so many persons have called him to actually stand firm, because with the way Sh0ck is stating that he has not endorsed anyone, meanwhile one of his loyalists have already bought the form, and he has stated clearly that he's not working with Similar Fubara. So many persons have advised Similar Fubara that he should make sure he stand firm with his loyalists, likes of Sh0ck, Sugar Mayor and co, that they should stand firm, because the fright and the velocity of the politicking in Rivers State is going to take a square and different dimension, and at that time, if he's not strong, Sh0ck might do the unjust. I decided to bring all of this to your view. What is your take regarding what Sh0ck has sent as a strong message to Similar Fubara that he has not endorsed him and he is not working with him? This is a very clear, strong message, and significantly, psychologically, this could, affect Similar Fubara either to be strong or to be weak. Thanks for watching. If this is your first time watching this channel, do it often hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and click on the like button so let's get informations promptly when we drop them here. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.